Hello people, what is going on? It is Monday, the sun is shining, and West Ham, it's a fresh new week. It's a fresh new week. Before I get started, please do smash the like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, and hit the notification bell. Yeah, Saturday night wasn't great, I'm not going to lie. I was very, very angry after that performance. I'd been in the pub with a few West Ham mates, and yeah, there was a few Tottenham fans in there who were really taking the piss out of us and saying about the way we was playing and everything. So it wasn't really a good Saturday night for me. And when I got home and done the video, I sort of let loose on the video to a point. I thought it was poor Saturday. I really did. I could see what Lopetegui's trying to do in moments, but I thought as an overall package of the game and not like little bits, I thought it wasn't good enough to a point. I look at key players in the game, and I'm going to be honest, I thought some of them really sort of turned up and showed their quality. So, yeah, I'm going to get into it now. So before I do, please do smash a like on the video, subscribe to E20 Zone TV, and hit that notification bell. For me, Max Kilman surprised me a little bit in moments on Saturday. Like, I thought defensively he was not too bad. The goal, the first goal, there is him standing there watching it. It don't really look good. Do you know what I mean? Even though it's Antonio's man and they're doing zonal marking, for him it doesn't look good. But as an overall game, which I look at, I don't look at it like moments, I look at overall. I thought he played decent. Yeah, he didn't have a lot of help from Emerson in the first half, and the amount of times that Emerson went wandering and left Max completely exposed was shambles to a point from Emerson. So, and no one really mentions about Emerson. Also, they go bypass that, and my anger towards Soufal would be the same as my anger would be towards Emerson. Keep going forward and leaving centre halves completely exposed. So I thought Max had a good game. Obviously, the jury's still out with me. I need to see him over the next sort of 10 games to see how he adapts. I need to see him with Todibo next to him. I will get it right. And Wan-Bissaka. I need to see these boys in there as full strength unit. And I think when he is in there with like the boys, they will be all right. They will be right defensively. Or I do hope they will be all right. I will say that. Moving on, Tomáš Souček. Now, I see so much shit on social media about Tomáš Souček. Tomáš Souček this, Tomáš Souček that. Now, as a West Ham fan of many years, if you was describing a player that you want at your club, it'd be Tomáš Souček. Someone who gives it all for the badge, leaves it all on the pitch, blood, sweat, tears, you name it, he'll do it, scores goals, etc. I get where people are coming from in regards of him, but I think they were using him a lot more than the other Czech lad, who's like our right back at our club. Now, people could say, well, the people's anger towards Souček, James, is the same anger that you've got towards Soufal. The difference is with Soufal, it's always been a problem with him, that he can't handle pace. And Souček can't pass the ball. So we've got a bit of a problem there, which I will lead on to with Lopetegui in a second. But Souček, I feel for him to a point. I do. Because he shouldn't be here, right? He shouldn't be playing. If he's not in Lopetegui's plans, then why is he playing? Yeah. I don't understand that one. There was one key thing that I saw at the weekend that says to me Lopetegui actually fancies Souček to a point and wants him in and around West Ham permanently. I see him be the vice captain on the pitch. Now, you can take that, well, what you can take of it. Bowen comes off, the armband goes straight over to Tomáš Souček. Now, for me, that can mean nothing or that can mean everything. Like, I'll leave that to you guys to make your mind up on that. But that was like a telling thing, really. Like, to give the armband to Tomáš Souček when you had Kilman on there, you had other players on there who could have been the captain, was a bit telling for me. So, you know, maybe I'm looking into it a bit too much, but it is what it is. I'm going to go to Mohamed Kudus, and I will leave Lopetegui till last. Now, with Mo, I love him. I love Mohamed Kudus. Yeah, I think what a quality player he is. But we have such a quality player that we're trying to shoehorn his quality player into a position where he is not best. The left hand side for me just doesn't feel right with him on there. Yeah, I think we need to get a natural left-sided attacker on there. We've got Crescencio Somerville on the bench. I want to see Mo on the right. And if Antonio's not fit, yeah, or not up for it to a point, or Fulkrug's not fit and not up for it to a point, I want to see Bowen, Kudus, Paqueta, Somerville. That front four scores goals all day long. It's got pace on either flank. It's got Paqueta pulling the strings. It's got Jared Bowen, the best finisher at the club. Now, for me, it has to be like that. It has to be like that. I thought Mo was giving it everything at the weekend. I mean, literally, this geezer was like trying his absolute hardest to sort of do something for West Ham. He was getting the fans up for it. He was doing the fans up. And on Saturday, I felt for him a little bit because he's playing on that left-hand side and it's night and day. It's simply night and day. On the left, I look at him and I think, he's just not that. On the right, he cuts inside and he lets fly. Like, he's not doing that on the left. The amount of times that there was moments when he was on the left-hand side and he's trying to cross balls in and trying to like play balls in. When if he's on the right-hand side, he's cutting inside and he's letting fly. Like, I need to see a change on that. Right? I don't like that on the left-hand side. I don't know about you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, whether you think Mo is left, centre, right. For me, if you play him as a 10 or you play him on the right-hand side, I'm all for it. I'm literally all for it all day long. And I think he needs to play on the right. Yeah. And push Bowen up front. Do you know what I mean? If Fulkrug's not ready. Now, Antonio at the weekend was dreadful. Absolute dreadful. And I think it's time to say goodbye to Mikel Antonio. I've been saying it all summer. Yeah, that I think he should go. And as an impact sub, I don't think he's the quality that we need. Yeah, when I look at him, he played 60 odd minutes or whatever he played, didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. And Fulkrug, we don't know how good Fulkrug's going to be in the Premier League. He's either going to be a major success or he's going to be an instant flop, and that's it. I don't think there's a middle with Fulkrug. So I would like to see Bowen up front. I thought Bowen up front last year was good for West Ham. And I think Bowen up front this year with West Ham will be even better. I really, really do on that. So I want to see Mo 10 or on the right. I want to see Bowen up front. And I don't want to be disrespectful to Mickey, but I think it's time to say goodbye, Mick. Like, you've been a great servant to West Ham, but I think we need to go out, get centre forward, and let Mikel Antonio go, and Danny Ings to a point. Because if you let them go, them two lads go, you've got Fulkrug, you've got Bowen, and you've got another centre forward. That is enough for this season, right? We don't need four forwards at the club. It just doesn't make no sense to me. So I'd let both of them go. Finally, on to Lopetegui. Now, obviously, I've just mentioned about positions. That all falls on Lopetegui. Now, at the weekend, he majorly got it wrong for me. And I did say it, I stated it on the afterthought that I was so angry with him because he didn't make no subs at half time. The Bowen substitution, in hindsight, looking back, I can understand the sub, but I didn't like the sub, if I'm being honest. When the game is on the 73rd minute, the game's poised at 1-1. We're in the game. You don't really take off your best finisher at the club. Now, on the 83rd minute, if you're trying to shut up shop and see the game out, I can understand it. But not on the 73rd minute. Not for me. So, yeah, I think Lopetegui this week has got to get a reaction out of these boys. Yeah, I think he's got to do major changes. I think he will, but can he get a reaction out of them? Because obviously Palace next is going to be a tough old game. Like, this is like, we just don't do well there. Now, the last time we've been to Palace, we held 5. The year before that, we held 5. Let's hope we don't hold 5 this year. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah, I think Lopetegui. I see people saying trust the process and you got to be positive and all that. I get what he's trying to implicate. I really do. I can understand what he's trying to do. I see it all pre-season. I was there at Dagenham. I witnessed the 2 American games. Celta Vigo. I don't think he's really getting the point across to these people. That's why he's losing his nut on the pit on the sidelines to a point. He's going absolutely berserk at the weekend, and I see a journalist turn around and say that he threw the water bottle down and he was raging, absolute raging, which is a good thing, because like if he's losing his rag, then he's obviously not happy with what they're trying to do. So it is a work in progress. I get that. It's one game, yeah, and they've had the whole pre-season to work on things. But this game against Palace is a big game. It's a huge game because West Ham have to pick up something against Palace. Like, do you know what I mean? Go in there and say, oh, it doesn't matter if we lose. Yeah, we've got to trust the process. I don't really want to be sitting with no points after coming up to the international break, because we ain't going to beat Manchester City at home. I know that for certain. So let me know what you think in the comment section below on what I've said today. Let me know if you agree, disagree. Smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. That also goes a long way and all. And finally, listen, it's a fresh new week. We're going to see what happens and go from there. But obviously, Saturday night was hard, and it was painful to see West Ham sort of looking like last year to a point. Do you know what I mean? Can't defend and lackluster in attack to a point. So, yeah, let me know what you think. Anyway, it's Monday morning. Enjoy your day wherever you are, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye.